Hello, this is Cactus and welcome back to another Minecraft video. This is the second episode of the 7 Wonders series where I built famous ancient structures from around the world. Last episode, I built 3 large ancient Egyptian pyramids with some Mayan pyramid details here in the desert. We have 2 small pyramids and 1 large pyramid. I have already made some edits to the terrain around the pyramids and made it look a little more natural, and also added a few tiny pyramids dotted around the landscape, just like real Egyptian pyramid landscapes. However, the main thing I would like to show you today is this. This is the Sphinx that I have made in front of the pyramids. The Sphinx is a very iconic feature of Egyptian pyramid landscapes, and here is a reference photograph for you to see how the real Sphinx looks like. I tried to recreate it in Minecraft, although the size of each block makes it difficult to detail the face. I tried to make the proportions of the arms, hind legs, body, neck, and head as close to the original Sphinx as possible. The Sphinx has long arms stretched in front of it and a long body with the hind legs tucked at the sides. It is important that you take a look at reference photographs of all angles of the actual Sphinx before attempting to create your own. You need to get the proportions correct when building the first layer of your Sphinx before you start, or you will have to make many major and time-consuming edits along the way. The arms should occupy around a third of the length of the entire Sphinx, and the head of the Sphinx should sit on top of the body, right behind the arms. As for the arms, they should be long, slim, and flat. If you make the arms too wide or too fat, they will not look like the actual Sphinx. As for the hind legs, they are attached to the body of the Sphinx and should not separate completely from the Sphinx itself. If you want to build a large Sphinx, you can add more detail to the face and make it look more realistic. Alternatively, you can use the Chisel and Bits mod to detail the face of a small Sphinx. For the one I made, I simply used slats and stairs to create the eyes, nose, and the mouth. As for the crown, you should make it after creating the head of the Sphinx. I made the mistake of creating the crown before the head and hence had to edit it a few times to make it suit the head. The real Sphinx is made completely of sandstone brick slabs, but I added the details of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh's crown, which has strips of blue and yellow embellishments. I represented that using the blocks of gold and lapis lazuli, which are set behind the border of the sandstone stairs. The crown should be offset behind the head, but should not be too far back. If the crown is too far back, large parts of it would not be visible when looking at the Sphinx from different angles. The back of the Sphinx is largely flat, although you can use symmetrical contours of blocks and slabs to give it detail and make it seem less boring, while keeping the overall flatness of the back. When building this Sphinx, you would likely end up with a lot of floating parts above the ground. Originally, my Sphinx was floating above the ground by around 10 blocks, and I had to use World Edit to move it downwards, before filling in the gaps in the terrain around it. If there are 90-degree edges of terrain resulting from part of a hill being cut up by World Edit, you should try to smoothen it out and make it look like it was naturally generated. First create a terrace of blocks going downwards, then add more blocks along the sides and try to blend it into the natural terrain as much as possible. If you do not like to deal with terrain issues, I recommend that you build the Sphinx on a super flat world with the desert configuration. This will make your life much easier as you do not have to terraform the area around your Sphinx. And that will be all I have for today's video. Thank you for watching to the end of the video, it really means a lot to me. I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you did, please press the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and I will see you all in the next Minecraft video. Bye!